Hey all, welcome back. The first weekend since Death Stranding's launch has come and gone, and I've been practically glued to my TV the whole time. I've not progressed too far into the story, I don't believe, and I'm still currently only on chapter 2, and that's primarily because I've been enjoying the exploring and delivering aspect of the game so much. So today I wanted to show you a couple of routes that I've set up that I use to move from north to south and vice versa when making deliveries between Port Knot City, which is where I am now, and the way station west of Capital Knot City. So here you can see my first route takes you up into the mountains that divide the north from the south. Now these mountains are infested with BTs, but the route takes you around the eastern edge of the pass and means you minimize any contact with the BTs. It's fairly tough going as the terrain is very rocky, but it's fun to traverse, lots of climbing, and as I say, keeps you relatively safe. Now we got a bit of a trek ahead of us and some medical supplies to deliver, so let's get cracking. Alright, we're about to come up to the start of the first route. I've put down a few signs to let people know it's the start of a climbing route up the cliff face, and you can actually see here that I've worn the grass down to form a bit of a path, because I've passed this way quite a few times. You'll actually see on the other side of the mountains though, more pronounced paths, because I've travelled those routes so many times before, making my deliveries and such. In order to complete this route, I had to use a combination of ladders and ropes because some of the cliff faces are a lot taller than others. Now ladders are faster, but they're also a lot shorter than ropes, hence using a combination of the two.
It's a long way down.
Alright, I'm just going to put down a couple of signs here just to let people know that there are BTs up ahead. Anyone coming this way is going to have passed through this area anyway, so is going to be aware of it, but just in case, just as a reminder, let them know, BTs up ahead. So this guy's put a climbing rope here, but it's coiled up at the top of the cliff. So it's going to be pretty useless to anyone who's at the bottom there. So I'm just going to throw it down so that if anyone does pass through from underneath, they're going to be able to use the rope and climb up. I noticed that I hadn't actually put any signs down to let people know which direction to take when they get to the top of the cliff to continue the path that I've made. So I've just put down a few more signs just to let them know which direction to move in. Wow, that is a lot of dropped cargo. So when the BTs get a hold of you, they can actually knock a lot of the cargo off your back. So I suspect a lot of people have passed through this area, been caught out by the BTs, and have lost a lot of cargo along the way. Just going to plop down another sign, just to let people know that they need to take a right here, instead of carrying on down the hill to the left. And I'm actually going to delete these old signs that I put down before, because they're a little bit obscured by this rock, and anyone moving through the area might not see it. Okay, there's our first BT. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use my hematic grenades. It should stun it. I believe it might actually kill it. But the grenades are powered by... oh shit, I missed. Hang on. There we go. Now the grenades are powered by Sam's blood, so the trade-off for using them, they're very powerful, but the trade-off is you also hurt yourself as well. Oh, tried to give that guy's post box a like, but didn't catch it in time. But I haven't got time to stop, so I'm just going to power on through. Okay, so I've been in the rain for a little while now, and the cargo that I'm carrying is actually starting to take a fair bit of damage. So I'm going to need to take some shelter from the rain, repair it using my repair spray before we press on. So I think there's a rocky outcrop here, which isn't helping. I'm still in the rain apparently, so I'm going to have to press on and find one. I know there's a cave around here somewhere. This is the sketchiest part of the route. It takes us pretty close to those BTs there. I don't think I'm going to need to use another grenade. I should be able to just hold my breath and slip by, as long as I'm nice and slow. Okay, I think we're good. And here's the cave. Alright, I think I'm going to put down a marker just to let people know that there is a cave in the area. And to remind myself as well, because I totally forgot where it was. It's pretty important to take shelter in the timefall and repair the cargo before you move off. Otherwise, I'll get there and the cargo will be worthless because it'll be totally ruined. You can actually see there that someone has passed through the area and their cargo has been ruined, so they've had to discard it. I am going to equip a hermetic grenade, just in case shit does go south. But we should be okay, as long as I move off slowly and quietly. I think we'll be alright. I'm also quickly just going to put a sign down, just to point people in the right direction of the path. So I've got my ladder over there, just to show people where it is if they haven't seen it. Alright, we're through the first part and are now just south of a distribution centre. I'm going to stop in and fabricate another repair canister before we press on, just in case there's another downpour. The area just to the north does see sporadic downpours of timefall, and with it come BTs, but I'm hoping we're going to get lucky. Yeah, so you can see here just how worn this path is, and that's because I've moved through this area a lot. I've not quite figured out if you're able to see other people's paths. I think you can, because I've received likes of people using mine. And up there on the right, I don't think I've ever come down the hill from there, so I think, yeah, you can see other people's paths. So this lost package is actually for Ludensfan, and we're heading up that way anyway, so we may as well pick it up and take it to him. Now, the second route is just north of Ludensfan and circles the easternmost edge of the mule's territory. And while you pass pretty close to their main camp, you're high enough into the hills that you can generally move through unnoticed. Okay, I've made my delivery to Ludensfan. I'll be heading down this path a little bit towards mule territory. And I've actually put down a few signs to let passers-by know that they're moving into a hostile area. And there's a climbing route up on the right here.
Okay, so I was through here about an hour ago, and I actually got into a fight with a few mules as I was stealing items from their camp. And it looks like they stay knocked out for a long time. These guys have definitely got brain damage or something. My bad. So I've just relieved him of his cargo, and I'm going to donate it to the way station when we get there. I'm about to cross into their perimeter, those little sticks in the ground. That kind of marks the edge of their territory. As soon as I go in, they're going to send out a pulse, and that's going to ping any cargo that I'm carrying. And it's going to let them know of my last known location, and they're going to come to investigate. But we should be long gone before they arrive. Because we're at the top of the hill here, it takes them a little while to get up to us from down at their camp. Besides, I think they're a few men short now anyway. So we're just going to get out of here as quickly as possible and make our way to the way station.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
And there it is, the route complete. In total it takes me maybe 30 minutes when I'm being really cautious with a fair bit of cargo. I'm sure I'll be able to get that time down once I travel back and forth more and really learn the terrain. I hope that route helps a few of you with your deliveries. For now, I'm going to let Sam catch some Z's before accepting another order and heading back south. That's it for today. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and until next time, take care of yourselves.